Capricorn, welcome. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your full moon in Leo reading. The wolf moon is going to occur on the 25th of this month, 2024, and it's going to be highlighting the area of your life that concerns itself with the resources you share with others. Not your paycheck, but the way you invest your paycheck. This is opposing the area of your life that is concerned with the things that you own, the things that your income, your paychecks, and the things that you value materially, the things that you value as part of your security, comfort, and stability. I've laid out the African Tarot and the Crow Tarot in the present, past, and future lines. I will use 3 oracle decks along the way, and I want to remind you that I'm doing personal readings. The information for that is in the description box below, and additionally, I give out a free reading every month based on the comments and the donations that I receive. So thank you to all of you that are participating in that. I'm enjoying it. And I thank all of you, regardless of the way that you support me, primarily by your presence here, how meaningful that is to me, how significant it is to the growth of my channel. So thank you. Capricorn, your overall energy is the 10 of Wands. You are busy. You're doing a lot. And this is interesting because what you're doing may not be a lot of disparate things, but you are responsible for almost a comprehensive view of your life. Whatever you're doing attends to every detail that allows you to continue to keep moving forward. You're taking care of lots of details, and you're doing it with a sense of being on your own, not having a lot of support or help. However, you're really looking at this cycle of continually making the rent, doing the things that are required every month, and you're really releasing that model of productivity. You're really looking at releasing the expectation that you do everything, that everything has to be mastered or led by you. And instead, you're shifting to the sense that all of your obligations and responsibilities must be prioritized to you, to respect you, to care for you, to attend to your needs, rather than meeting the obligations primarily for others. You're releasing this idea that you have to be in charge of that. And there is this sense that you are used to being the one in charge, you're used to being the one taking care of everything. And you're challenging that somehow and releasing that, and you're just making way for a new way of being productive, being successful, of being happy. So there's a lot of change here in the way that you are investing your energy and how you're investing it, how you're utilizing your resources or leading their creation. In your present, the Page of Wands. In the past, the 10 of Swords, and in the future, the 10 of Pentacles. And you're right at the fulcrum of these two almost oppositional energies, but it gives a very almost linear narrative here. All these 10s reflecting this huge transition that you are experiencing as a result of Pluto's transition out of your sign into Aquarius. After almost 2 decades of this rather grueling self-evaluation, digging deep into your shadow aspects and behaviors, things that have limited you. In the present, you are enthusiastic, light, cheerful, and ready to go by doing things in a new way. And this really does reflect the reason you're releasing this old energy of taking care of business for everyone, being in charge of the way things get done. For this new sense you have that you are being inspired by who you are and what you have to offer. There's almost a renewed sense of identity that I get from this card, particularly with Pluto, which has this very dramatic elliptical orbit, and it comes very close to Earth when it's transiting in Capricorn. The release of that energy, the release of that pressure to take care of everything in conventional or to conform to the social standards. There's a sense that there's not a necessity for that anymore in your life. And instead, there's almost a reinvigoration of life force for you. Excitement about doing things in a new way, being inspired, and allowing your heart or your passion to lead you into the growth that is going to take you from this release of this entire system and structure of beliefs and requirements to the sense of legacy, the sense of endless abundance, of generating abundance rather than managing the abundance for others, managing the needs of others. So there's a real clear trajectory here, and we're going to look into that a little bit more. But I'm going to now pull a Soul's Journey Oracle card, Capricorn, and ask you, if you're enjoying this reading so far, to please like this video, to share it with someone or others who may enjoy it or find it useful, to comment below. I love your comments and your thoughts, and to subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I've pulled the card Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. And this is clearly necessary as I see you just in the throes of dramatic change. And optimistically, this change is a dramatic leveling up of what you've been doing for a very long time into a new level of recognizing opportunity and abundance all around you, opportunities for growth. And I'm going to pull another card from the Flora and Fauna of Africa. And I've pulled the tarantula, and the flower associated with the tarantula is the sago lily. Beautiful lily. And the key words are cosmic connection. Use your intuition. All things are connected. So be more aware of your surroundings. Don't get lazy. Work while you wait. And this is kind of describing the sense of this new leveling up that is overtaking your life. There's almost a feeling that efforts you've made in the past, realizations you've had about your perhaps illusions that you've invested in. And this is a little bit reminiscent of Sagittarius reading, that you no longer are invested in things looking a certain way or believing that they're supposed to be a certain way. You're really abandoning the requirements of the social order, whatever that means to you, conforming to that, measuring yourself against that into this greater sense that you have, more comprehensive appreciation of all the efforts that others have made on your behalf. This is realizing that you're the inheritor of largesse. This can be through your ancestry, your family, or through your cultural heritage. But because of the efforts and sacrifices others made, you not only have access to abundance that your predecessors didn't, but you also are part now of generating and turning that back, giving back to the community, the world, by generating this abundance and showing others how to do it on their behalf. So this is a greater sense that you're participating in creating abundance, joy, value, comfort, security, safety for others, and the ability to use abundance as a tool as opposed to maintaining a structure of beliefs, an organization, or a way of doing things that it no longer serves your purpose or apparently anyone else's. The Page of Wands in the first house is, or in your present, is clarified by the Queen of Cups, a little confirmation there, and the Ace of Wands. An ace. Finally, after so many tens, we have this ace that is resonating with what your potential feels to be in the present moment. This sense of inspiration, light, connectedness, not only with your heart, your desires and your dreams, but who you actually are, what your talents actually are, so that you can recognize that you are respecting yourself, honoring yourself, loving yourself by pursuing your dreams, pursuing those things that you recognize you have the potential for. This is gifting yourself, healing yourself by honoring these dreams, honoring your goals, honoring your potential. And in many ways, it looks as though you're doing this as a form of wisdom, advisement, of guidance for others. Providing support for others is part of how you do things in a new way. It's almost as though you're mimicking the energy of your ancestors. You're mimicking an old role that you've played perhaps in other lives, in this life at another time, or you're tapping into that ancestral wisdom where you identify with others who have played this role in your life or in the lives of other family members, so that you're finding your cultural heritage to be a reminder, a reflection of a capacity for support that you have to take care of others in a different way, in a way as guidance rather than as providing, conforming to their expectations. In the past, the Ten of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Swords and the Four of Wands. It has been an incredibly arduous process that you've undergone, and I'm correlating again the transit of Pluto over almost 2 decades in Capricorn with this thorough remaking of who you are, stripping away of anything false, anything unnecessary, anything that was not necessary to your progress, anything that was false, anything that was illusory, particularly if it had the shape of something very conventional or traditional, and remaking you by your own hand, you having to face the destruction of a former world experience lifestyle, and really move in to find those gems within you, those resources that gave you access to what you needed to survive. And this has cemented this process of understanding the learning cycle of life, that every experience has lessons, has gifts. And having been through something so thoroughly destructive to your external And in many ways, your internal life, you have gained the lessons of that and are committed to understanding this cycle that created a lot of anxiety, worry, concern, wondering where your next meal was going to be for some of you, homelessness, joblessness, divorce, separation, breaking apart of families. You've been through this, but you have valued each and every opportunity as something that showed you miraculous qualities and abilities you had to fashion that into something you needed. This is almost a description of the process that you're experiencing in a linear fashion in your forward move. That the worst that could have been, you found the silver lining. You found the way to get what you needed and manifest that in a way that created this strong will, character, and strength of purpose that taught you that no matter where you are, you can find what you need and move forward, that no obstacle is too great. And the greater the challenge, the greater the reward. In your future, the Ten of Pentacles has been clarified by the Page of Wands, a repeat, and the Six of Swords. I love this. So this enthusiasm and excitement for this new way, this new passion, this greater understanding and desire to grow into this ability to turn resources around, to take the things that have benefited you and help them, gift them to others, show others how they can gain the same sense of prosperity out of their lives. Your passion for this, your willingness to learn something new, to do things differently, to try anything, to be open to that, and to do that with love, self-love, self-respect, honoring that as an understanding that this is an accumulation of the love that's been poured into you. This is what is fueling your move forward away from an old way of life, an old understanding of what life even should be or is, into this place of a greater acceptance of the conditions of your life, the way that you've been able to change it, and a resolution of that, a kind of peace that you're moving forward towards, a place where you will be seen for you. I'm going to finish off this reading, Capricorn, with language of flowers. I'll take the card on the top, the heliconia plant, which looks to me like a rainbow pineapple. And the key word is realization. The answer is here. Take heed. Thank you so much for this beautiful reading, Capricorn. Until next time, namaste.